Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So this has been one of my most highly requested videos, and it's kind of an acne update slash my current skincare routine, both morning and evening. As always, all the products I'm going to be mentioning are either extremely affordable or drugstore products. So I want to start by giving you guys an update on my acne. So those of you that have been following me for a long time saw that I went through a stage of cystic acne. I wouldn't call it severe acne, but as someone who's never experienced acne, even in my teenage years, it was a really hard time for me, because those of you that have struggled with acne, whether it's mild or severe, can probably relate to the fact that it's more of an emotional struggle than anything. And it's not even really about the pimples. Obviously that sucks to have pimples all over your face, but the emotional toll, at least for me, was from trying a new skincare product or trying a new regimen and thinking, this is it, this is going to clear everything up, this is the answer I've been waiting for, and trying to be patient. You're supposed to give new regimens 3 months, which is a really long time when you're struggling with acne, and finding that after waiting for a long period of time, things are just getting worse or things are not getting better, and kind of going back to square one. You feel like Sherlock Holmes when you have acne, because at least for me, I evaluated my diet, my laundry detergent, my shampoo and conditioner, my lotions, my skincare products, my makeup. I mean, I went through everything. I cleaned up my diet, I cut out dairy, I changed my laundry detergent, I changed the makeup products I was using, and I changed my skincare. So I want to preface this video by saying I have oily, acne-prone skin, but everyone's skin is completely different. And if you're struggling with acne right now, I totally feel for you, and I would recommend looking into every part of your lifestyle, not just your skincare, because I wish I could make a video that was, here is the cure for acne for everyone in every skin type, but I'm sure that would get a lot of views, but it's not realistic. So I want to share this with you guys because you've been really requesting my skincare routine, but I also don't want to set any unrealistic expectations that if you use these products, you are going to clear up your acne as well, because I don't know that to be true. So like I said, I changed a lot of things about my lifestyle. I still limit dairy and processed foods even now after my acne has cleared up. I don't use makeup products that I think were participating in my acne, the most notable one being Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which sucks because I loved that foundation. And you guys have probably noticed I'm going more and more toward products that are doing good things for your skin rather than just being makeup products, and I'm looking more at chemicals and organic makeup and kind of clean alternatives at the drugstore. So I want to mention I am doing all of those things in addition to this skincare routine, and I did see a dermatologist, and there's 2 products in here that were prescribed to me by the dermatologist that I've been using as a part of my skincare regimen. So I'll clarify the ones that I got from the dermatologist's office, and I'll try and find kind of alternatives and link those down below, or you can share the products that I'm using with your dermatologist and see if it's right for your skin. So as I said, my skin is oily, acne prone, sensitive, all of the bad things, and right now my main skin concern is clearing up the scars left over from my cystic acne on my cheeks. I do close-ups, uncomfortably close close-ups all the time on my channel when I'm testing foundations. So you guys have seen the up-close scarring on my cheeks, and I'm not ashamed to share it with you guys. It's something I think a lot of people go through. Okay, so I feel like that intro got really long, but I want to give you guys all the background information. But let's go ahead and start with my nighttime routine, because that's the more complicated one, and then I'll do my morning routine. So the first step in my evening routine is to remove my makeup. And in the winter I use a cleansing oil, and in the summer I use either a makeup wipe or a micellar water. Right now, since I've been traveling a lot, I'm kind of on the makeup wipe train just because they're really easy to travel with, and the ones I'm using right now are these Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. So I just take 1 or 2 of these depending on how much makeup I have on, and get that first layer of makeup off of my skin before cleansing, so the cleanser is actually cleansing my skin and not just moving my makeup around. The second step in my routine is, depending on the amount of eye makeup I'm wearing, I'll use this Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. If I'm not wearing much eye makeup at all, sometimes I'll just use the makeup wipe, but if I've done a really dramatic eye makeup look and I have a lot to remove, I'll put some of this on a cotton pad and remove my eye makeup. So by the time I get to my cleanser, all of my makeup is off of my face. And then I have 2 cleansers. So one is the one from my dermatologist, and the other has been my cleanser for as long as I can remember. It's my Ride or Die cleanser. So the first one is the one that I got from my dermatologist. This is just the generic packaging from my dermatologist's office, but what this cleanser is a Sal cleanser, and it's got 2% glycolic acid and 2% salicylic acid. So again, I'm not a dermatologist, but as they explained it to me, the glycolic acid is kind of a acid exfoliant. So rather than using exfoliators with the little beads in it, the ones that feel a little bit rougher on the skin, the glycolic acid is an acid exfoliant. So it's exfoliating your skin, it's getting the dead skin cells off of your skin so that whatever treatment you put on your skin afterward is not going on to dead skin cells, it's going on to your actual skin. And then the salicylic acid is treating the active acne. When they first gave it to me, they told me to use it every day, morning and night. And something I firmly believe in is that you have to be your own advocate with any doctor you go to, dermatologists, regular doctors, and kind of see what feels right for you. And I started out doing what they said, doing morning and evening with this acid wash, and my skin was just so dry. I felt like it was stripping it of all of the moisture. So I now only use this in the evenings, and I use it 4 times a week rather than 14 times a week, which is how much I would use it morning and evening every single day. And that ended up being the kind of happy spot for me where my skin wasn't getting dried out, but I noticed improvements in my acne. So again, I got this from my dermatologist's office. I'll see if I can find something similar and leave the link down below. And then on the days where I'm not using that cleanser, I use my Holy Grail Ride or Die cleanser, and that is the CeraVe foaming cleanser for normal to oily skin. If you have oily skin, to me, there's no better face wash than this one, high-end or drugstore. It's been recommended to me by every dermatologist I've ever visited. It has no fragrance in it, there's no fluff, it's just a basic cleanser, and I couldn't recommend this enough. So I use this on the other 3 nights where I'm not using this cleanser. So this is 4 times a week, this is 3 times a week. So the next step is serum or treatments. And the serum or treatment that I use is kind of tied in with which cleanser I used. So on nights where I use the CeraVe cleanser, which is 3 nights out of the week, I'll pair that with my more intense nighttime treatment, and that is this prescription topical medication called Veltin. So this is a Retin-A. There's plenty of different brands that make these. This is just what my dermatologist prescribed to me. And again, my dermatologist told me to use this every night, and it just tore up my skin. For those of you that are gonna try a Retin-A for the first time, do not use it every night. Trust me on that one. If you're new to Retin-A's, start with once a week tops and then increase from there. This stuff is intense, and really the purpose of it is to speed up your skin turnover. So when you're trying to heal acne, this kind of speeds up the process because it turns over new skin faster. But if you use too much of this, your skin is literally going to be peeling off, and that's kind of what happened to me. So I started by using this every day, and it didn't take me long to realize that I could not do that. Around the same time that I scaled back the amount of nights I was using this wash, I also scaled this back to once a week. I'm now up to twice a week. I've been using it for a few months, but I still only use it on nights where I've used this cleanser. So I don't pair it with the glycolic and salicylic wash because it's just too much for my skin. But again, I will say this made a big difference with my acne and is still making a big difference with my acne scarring because it's helping to rejuvenate and turn over the skin in those areas as well, and those spots are starting to fade. And then on nights where I'm not using the Retin-A, the nights where I am using this cleanser, I use this oil. This is a new purchase for me. I've been testing it out over the last few weeks, and I am in love with this. This is 100% organic, cold pressed rose hip seed oil. And after I tried that foundation serum from The Ordinary, I went back and purchased some skincare items, and this has been a standout for me. So the color of it looks like this. It's a very thin oil. It doesn't feel like a coconut oil or any sort of a thick, greasy feeling oil on oily skin. It just absorbs right away into the skin, but it's still moisturizing at the same time. I'll link some videos down below that talk about the benefits of this oil in particular, but I've heard about it for a long time and that it's good for acne prone skin. I ordered mine from Beautylish, and all of the Ordinary products I got from there came with these little pamphlets that tell you how to use the products, what's in the products, and it's super, super helpful. So I'll just read you guys a quick description of this one. It says, this lightweight, non-greasy oil moisturizes moisturizes the skin and reduces signs of sun damage to promote an even radiant tone. It has linoleic acid and linolenic acid as well as provitamin A in it, and there's a whole bunch of science around those acids and acne, and again I will link those videos down below. But in layman's terms, this is a fantastic oil and it's done wonders for my skin, and it's a lot more moisturizing, a lot less intense than the Retin-A. So I find using this on the nights where I'm not using the Retin-A just works really well together, and my skin never feels stripped with the combination of the two products. So the next step is moisturizer, and again it depends on whether it's a night where I use the Retin-A or a night where I'm using the rose hip seed oil. On the nights where I'm going to use the Retin-A, I know it's going to be hard on my skin, so I pair it with a very nourishing moisturizer, and that is this CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. And it just comes in a little tube like this. You guys can see I've used a lot of it, and when I wake up after using the Retin-A, it's kind of rejuvenating my skin cells. This is making sure I don't lose too much moisture, and my skin feels so soft when I wake up in the morning. It's absolutely amazing. So even if you're not currently using a Retin-A, if you're looking for a very nourishing night cream, if you have drier skin or you're experiencing a dry spell on your skin, this one is excellent. I love it. So I use this 2 to 3 times a week on the nights where I'm using the Retin-A, and then the nights where I'm not using the Retin-A and I'm using the rose hip seed oil, because that is already pretty nourishing to the skin, I pair it with kind of a more lightweight moisturizer. And I'm not picky about the moisturizer that I use. I just want it to be fragrance free and have no fluff, just a basic moisturizer. And I purchased this one with the rose hip seed oil. It's the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors with hyaluronic acid, and this is just your run-of-the-mill basic moisturizer. So I find using this on the nights where I'm not using the Retin-A keeps my skin in good balance, because I've got a couple nights a week where I'm giving it that moisture surge, and then the other nights I'm just putting a basic moisturizer on it paired with an oil, and that seems to do the trick. And then for my eye cream, I use either this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Eye Cream or this Yes to Cucumbers Soothing Eye Gel for sensitive skin. And what I like about both of these is, especially over the summer, I don't want a heavy eye cream, and both of these are in gel form, so they soak up immediately and don't leave that delicate eye skin feeling weighed down. So after I moisturize my face, I use these, and I'm always sure to wash my hands before applying my eye cream. I've made that mistake before where I put on my Retin-A and then I put on my moisturizer and then eye cream without washing my hands, and don't get Retin-A near your eyes. I woke up and looked like I got stung by a bee. It was bad. So I always wash my hands and then apply the eye cream. And then the final step before I go to bed is I apply some Vaseline. This is just basic Vaseline. It's a cute little mini one because you can travel with it, and I just put this all over my lips to make sure they're nice and nourished. And that's it for my evening routine. And then my morning routine, I promise, is a lot less complicated, a lot less products. So the first thing I do in the morning is cleanse my skin, but I don't want to use an intense cleanser and strip all the natural oils that my skin's created overnight, but I want to get that layer of dirt and film off of my face. So I use this Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, and this is a mild, non-irritating formula that softens as it cleans. And it really does feel like you're rubbing a liquid moisturizer on your face. It's kind of a milky formula, and it feels really nourishing to the skin. Your skin doesn't feel tight or anything after applying this, so I would actually recommend this to those of you with dry skin as your overall cleanser, because it does a good job of getting off the excess oils and dirt, but it doesn't strip your skin at all. And then after I dry my face, I apply some of this. This is another product from The Ordinary. This is their brightening serum with stabilized vitamin C derivative in it. It's 12%. I'm not even going to try to say the name of it. Everything will be down below. But again, my dermatologist recommended vitamin C in the morning because it really helps with brightening discoloration, and I obviously have acne scars, and this is supposed to kind of overall brighten the skin and help with acne scarring or sun damage or any type of discoloration. They make a stronger one as well. I think it's like 28%. So if you're very familiar with vitamin C and your skin's used to it, this might be too weak for you. But if you're like me and you're kind of new to the serum oil craziness world, then this is a good starting point. It hasn't irritated my skin whatsoever. It's a clear fluid, and this, as well as the rose hip seed oil, I just do 3 drops, and that's all I put on my skin. And then after the vitamin C, I go ahead and go in with my SPF. This is SPF 30 Bare Republic Natural Mineral Sunscreen. I've spoken about this before. This is a chemical-free sunscreen that is great for acne-prone or sensitive skin. I have 100% faith that I won't break out when I wear this sunscreen, and usually sunscreen is something that will make me break out very easily, and this is one of the only ones I've tried where I have absolutely no issues. So after I'm done with the vitamin C, I apply an SPF, and then depending on my makeup for the day, if I'm going to use one of my very moisturizing BB creams that also have moisturizer in them, I'll just go straight in with that BB cream over the sunscreen. If I'm not wearing makeup that day, or if I'm wearing a regular foundation, then I'll go in with whatever moisturizer I'm using as my lightweight moisturizer. Right now it's this one by The Ordinary. Simple makes great ones, CeraVe makes great ones. Don't feel like you need to get this one. I've just been testing it, so it's the one that I have right now. But that completes my skincare video. Props to you if you stuck around this long. I feel like this video got really long and I didn't expect it to. Again, this is all very personal. It very much depends on your skin type. I would highly recommend seeing a professional, but you guys were asking for this video, so I wanted to tell you at least what I'm doing at the moment. I know this may seem really complicated to some of you, and I was a cleanser and moisturizer girl for a very long time. Those are the only two products that I used, and it wasn't until I had this really bad acne stint that I actually started looking into skincare and getting more into serums and oils. And if you're not currently struggling with anything with your skin, don't feel the need to have a complicated skincare regimen just for the sake of it. Just stick with what works. If you are currently experiencing issues, maybe some of this gave you ideas or something to talk to your dermatologist about. So I really hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.